If you struggle to recognize people's true nature and often get deceived, then you must listen to this story. This tale will teach you how to tell what's genuine and what's fake. Once, a man arrived at a king's court. He said, "Your Majesty, I have 2 diamonds. One of them is a priceless gem while the other is just a piece of glass. They both look exactly the same. If anyone in your court can identify which one is real and which one is fake, I will donate the real diamond to your royal treasury. But if no one can tell the difference, then you must give me 5,000 gold coins." The king was intrigued by the challenge and agreed. He summoned his ministers, scholars, and wise courtiers and asked them to inspect the diamonds. One by one, the most intelligent men of the court came forward and examined the 2 stones. But none of them could tell the difference, they looked too identical. Finally, the king gave up and, as promised, handed over 5,000 gold coins to the man. The man then went to another king and posed the same challenge. Once again, no one in that court could tell the difference either. As per the deal, the second king also had to pay him 5,000 gold coins. This man kept going from one kingdom to another, making the same offer. Every time he walked away with a bag full of gold coins, as no one could figure out which stone was real. One day he arrived in a kingdom during the winter season. This king had set up his court outside in the open, under the sun, so that people could enjoy the warmth and bring their matters before him. The man repeated his challenge there as well. The king accepted, and once again the diamonds were presented to the court. But just like before, no one could tell which was real. Both looked equally brilliant and flawless. The king grew troubled and, according to the agreement, ordered his treasurer to bring 5,000 gold coins. Just then, a man in the court, a simple blind man by birth, spoke up. He said, "Your Majesty, before the treasurer is sent, please allow me to examine the diamonds once." People laughed. They mocked him and said, "You're blind. You can't even see. How can you tell the difference?" But the blind man kept requesting, and the king, curious, agreed to give him a chance. The diamonds were placed on a plate and brought before the blind man. He picked up each stone, one after the other. He held them in his hand, felt their texture, their weight, and then closed his fist around each one for a moment. After a careful pause, he pointed to one of them and said, "Your Majesty, this one is the real diamond. The other is just ordinary glass, worthless." The man with the diamonds smiled brightly and said, "That blind man is absolutely right. He gave the correct answer." The king had won the challenge. Everyone in the court was overjoyed and clapped with excitement. The king called the blind man closer and asked, "You are blind. You cannot see. Then how did you recognize the real diamond?" What the blind man said next left the entire court, including the king, stunned and speechless. He replied, "A real diamond remains cool even under the sun, while a piece of glass heats up with just a little warmth." Then he added something even more powerful. "It's just like us human beings. If we can remain calm and composed even after achieving great success, if we don't let pride or arrogance take over, then we are like real diamonds. But if a little achievement makes our heads swell, if we start thinking we are better than others, if we become rude, angry, or start looking down on people, then we're just like that cheap piece of glass." He continued, "That's why, friends, no matter what life throws at you, always stay in control of yourself. Stay composed. Only then will the world value you like a precious diamond. And remember this: a matchstick has a head but no brain. That's why it catches fire with just a little friction. So, if a small success makes you lose your temper, if the tiniest issue becomes a matter of ego, if you lose control over your actions, you might be like a matchstick, but you are not a diamond. Always keep learning. Think new thoughts. Do new things. Keep growing.